Ayan guys, welcome back to HashtagTV. It is our 14th episode already. With me is my co-host again po, si Sir Mark Legeza.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello guys.
And we got an exciting day today.
We got an exciting day today. So we are talking about SMEs or small and medium enterprises, diba sir?
That is correct. That is correct. And we have experts coming on the line, starting from somebody that has been very well versed in the field of entrepreneurship and franchising. And we also have a guest as well that will be joining us that is also a rookie naman. So we have two different, paradigms. One that's starting and one that has been in the business for a time. Huwag naman kasi sobrang tagal kasi baka mapagalitan ako ng guest natin. Sabihin niya, uy, binuking ko sa edad niya.
Grabe naman yung binuking sa edad na yan. Anyway, sir, do you know any updates po ngayon for the COVID? Oh, I did have parang I look at articles saying na China is actually parang fini-filter out nila yung mga researches na pwedeng ilabas with regards to COVID-19.
Well, that's siguro that's just the way how they try to deal with the current situation. Of course, too much panic and problems. But I was on the phone earlier with some friends from Singapore.
Yeah.
And they themselves have been saying that COVID is now spreading quite drastically in Singapore. So it's ranging from 100 to 300 a day. So medyo nagiging widespread na.
Yeah, that's true. Even here in the Philippines, diba, sir? So without further ado, we will bring in our guests. So please meet Sir Eric and Ma'am Shegivelee. Hello po.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po. Do you guys have any message for our viewers ngayon po? Ma'am Shegivelee?
Hi. Ayan. Good afternoon. Ayan sa mga viewers natin ngayon. Hello. Yan, kung may mga tanong kayo, syempre, sa mga negosyo ngayon dahil COVID-19 di ba? So maraming mga nag-stop or nag-close na mga business ngayon. So yun, pwede kayong tanong.
Ayun, Sir Eric, say hi naman po for our viewers.
Hi, good afternoon, Mark. Good afternoon. And to all of our viewers this afternoon, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Thank you for having us.
Ayun.
Wonderful. And I'm so happy that Eric accepted us again kasi in our first activity, I think before nagkaroon na ng technical glitch, nagsistream but unfortunately no sound. Unfortunately, when it comes to technical things and being in the IT world now for quite some time, everything is always unpredictable, just like COVID.
Okay.
So how do I say? Let's probably kick it off and let's get some introductions then from the people themselves, who they are and how did they get into the field of entrepreneurship, especially now. Grabe, kaloka ngayon ng magpapatakbo ka ng negosyo, hindi ka makalabas, hindi ka makapag-interact sa mga tao. Everything now is on live streaming. Kaya minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng problema sa live streaming din sobrang saturated. So let's probably start with I remember Eric told me never call him the guru kasi a lot of people have those particular terms, but I'll just say as one of the individuals that I look highly up to when it comes to franchising and entrepreneurship. So siya yung idolo ko, diba? And that's the reason why I've always wanted Eric on our program so that we learn something about how do we deal in these kinds of circumstances kasi hindi natin masabi. Sabi nga kahapon, or was it day before yesterday on a news clip from GMA News, na baka nga umabot pa to ng 2021. May even be longer And what are going to be the repercussions then pag nag-lift na tong ECQ? Diba kasi kanina bumaba ako, I went to buy my regular vice downstairs sa tindahan. At grabe na yung traffic. My goodness. Kakaiba. You know, before, walang katao-tao. Ngayon, nakikita mo, mahaba-haba na ang traffic
True.
jam.
Totoo.
So, Sir Eric, my
Hi, good
idol.
afternoon. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. First and foremost, I really refuse to be called on any title. No, I'm one of the many millions of entrepreneurs out there, and incidentally, I ventured into learning and development. So I've started my entrepreneurship siguro lessons learned from my parents pa eh. Pero officially when I got my own was way back early in the 90s. So I'm into different businesses. I'm what other call na serial entrepreneur. No? So out of 4 businesses, main businesses, 3 are closed and isa lang yung bukas. No? And just like what every entrepreneur is doing, I'm adapting to this situation. By how? So let me just explain what are the businesses that are closed. My main bucket is my learning and development, from which I do consulting for family businesses. And I also do mentoring. I also do some coaching services to clients. But all of those have been put to a halt, and some were even actually pre-terminated as early as February. Now, my other business is the distribution of beverages. Since we're distributing uh, juices, not too many are buying just because they're staying probably with water. And another business of mine is into events. So actually, walang mag-event ngayon. And the one that's been remaining is that one store that you went to, Mark, last 2 months ago, no? Yung nasa
Yes,
Makati de la
yes.
Rosa. So we're on a skeletal mode, 50%. I only have 6 people with me there. It's a small store, but 3 of my people are living beside the store. So they've been braving themselves, risking themselves just to operate the store. And at least kahit papano, they get to have their salary intact. That's one blessing for them. Now the adaptation that I have to do is that before suppliers get to deliver to us our daily ingredients, two times a week. Ngayon, since no one is delivering and no transportation, I have to accompany my staff and be literally the driver every other day. So waking up early as 4 a.m. And coming back home around 9. One of those things that I was actually not doing for a long time. Kasi nga, there are other people doing it for me. But today, I have to adapt to it and, realize na, oh yeah, and, okay naman. I enjoy it, pero I really take care and I really don't go out yung staff ko lang. Now, you mentioned earlier, franchising. Yes, I am with the Association of Filipino Franchisers Inc., no? Where we have local brands, local franchisers. We do not have international brands with us, and we are around 300 companies in that association. So, more popularly called as AFI or AFFI. So that group has been very active also in doing 3 times a week webinar for the
Yeah.
members. And so far, we are keeping them updated with government pronouncements and asking their concerns and issues. And for most entrepreneurs, concerns are very common. Number one, about their people, about their employees. Of course, number two is the store. Most of the stores are closed because our members are practically 90% mall based. So their concerns on paying rent, paying other charges in their locations, and of course, not to the least is market demand. So they're worried about what's going to happen. We all know nothing's happening now during ECQ, and all the more when this gets lifted within the next couple of months. And now everyone probably has that idea it's not going to be over by April 30. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from, and yeah, I'm happy to engage all the viewers this afternoon.
Thank you, thank you, and of course, Sir Eric, I'd also like to shout out to our viewers as well to support yung learning platform din nila. Kudos to what you guys have developed. You know, it's kind of something that I'd like to share with everybody right now. When one door closes, okay,
Another
another
open.
opens. And in this kind of situation, as an entrepreneur, as a business professional, you have to adapt. Kaya napaka-importante sa mga sitwasyon ngayon na paano tayo nag-a-adapt, which then leads me now to our next guest, si Ma'am Shegivelee. In terms of how is she coping right now as a starting entrepreneur? Because I remember some months back, you've been talking about going into the franchise sector. And of course, as a startup, in this kind of situation, ang hirap i-meet yung ganitong klaseng challenge. And siguro, pag nakayanan natin itong challenge na to, napakadali na yung mga susunod. But let's welcome Ma'am Shegivelee.
Hi everyone. Ayan. Hello. Yun. So, actually, I started getting into business kasi dahil sa family din eh. So, bata pa lang ako, yung buong family namin is negosyante na. So, from import and export, ayun. So, mga bags and mga ano naman yung amin. Food, ganyan. So, I remember when I was in high school, talagang kung ano yung mga pwede namin ibenta, binibenta eh. So, yun. Actually, event organizer ako. I'm an event organizer. And I'm a dance coach. So, from there, nag-start na ako na magbenta ng mga food kasi I love to cook eh. So, nung nauso yung mga, mga milk teas and other, tinry ko siya. So, from there, nag-start ako sa bazaar. Yung mga bazaar like, yung mga sa Taguig, yan, sa Pagkina, nag-start kami sa bazaar. So, nakita namin yung potential na maganda yung takbo ng business pagdating sa F&B, diba? So, yun, tinry namin na palakihin siya. So, from isang store, naging 4, naging 5. Tapos, actually, may mga iba akong business eh. Meron akong boutique, mga fashion, boutique, and skincare product. So, mas nag-focus ako sa F&B. Kasi yun yung in ngayon eh, diba? So, at tao kasi kahit na hindi sobra yung pera nila, talagang pagka nagugutom, bibili sila at bibili. So, yun. From there, sabi ko, gusto ko na to. Since passion ko naman yung pagluluto, di ba? So, yun, inano ko na gusto ko ng i-business talaga to. Doon ako magpo-focus.
Actually, ma'am, di ba you sent me pictures po of your milk tea franchise?
Yes.
Ayun. The name is Frosty Crab. Ayun.
Yes. Yes, ayan.
So definitely kung kailan umuuso yung mga milk tea, doon din po naisipan magtayo din po ng milk tea shop kasi definitely a lot of people are craving for the milk tea.
Yeah, actually ano pa yan eh, 2015, meron na kaming milk tea. Pero hindi pa kasi siya ganun kauso dito sa Philippines. Pero that time, I only have, I think, 3 flavor lang yung meron kami. So, kasi doon talaga kami nakafocus sa mga food namin. Food and fruit, mga fruit shakes. So, nung nauso na siya, siguro mga 2017, 2018, din lang nauso si milk tea. Ayun, nag-boom na siya. Sabi ko, ang ganda ng opportunity, ang ganda nung time na pwede na namin ilabas talaga yung mga flavor na gusto namin pagdating sa milk.
Okay.
So that's how they started pala, Sir Mark, with their businesses, di ba? So I think it's
Right.
iba-iba per person why you wanted to start your business.
But this is something na hinahangaan ko sa mga entrepreneurs ngayon, Shane, with the likes of what Sir Eric and Shegivelee are basically doing, and of course all the other entrepreneurs out there, na dito talaga masusubukan ang leadership ninyo. You know, especially now in a crisis like what we're facing with, it's a major, how do I say, drain on an organization, especially financially. Hindi ganyan ka-productive ang mga tao pagdating na yung mga tao na hindi sanay mag-work from home, medyo panibagong klaseng environment nila, and yet, businesses are still trying to push in other directions, and these are where the traits of becoming that ideal leader comes in, especially when it deals with creativity, like katulad ng ginagawa nila Sir Eric. Nothing stops Eric from staying home and not doing anything, diba? Kasi a lot of people, sige, stay home ka na lang, wala ka nang gagawin, parang nababato ka na, nasisiraan ka na ng bait hindi mo na alam kung anong gagawin. But leaders basically look for something that they can do that becomes productive, and it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be financially rewarding, although that's ideal. From the leadership perspective, it's not about always a financial return. It's about how many people you can basically influence in reaching a goal that is common to all, which is very, very, very important.
So, Ma'am Les, di ba you've told us how you started considering mga products that you wanted to franchise or that you wanted to start a business with. So mainly what you started with was parang kung ano yung hilig mo, interest mo, and as well as kung ano yung patok ngayon on the market. How about you, Sir Eric? Ay, sorry, ma'am.
Kasi importante talaga kapag kumbaga pag gusto mo yung pag passion, pwedeng ilagay ng business kapag hindi mo naman gusto or dahil sa in lang siya kasi syempre hindi mo alam kung paano i-handle it.
Kayo naman, Sir Eric, so what are the major things na did you considered before choosing a product or company to franchise naman?
Well, alam mo, merong kasabihan know your purpose and passion. Kung hindi mo alam yung purpose mo, follow your passion, it will lead you there. Now, since our family before was really into food, I was exposed into that. Now, in terms of franchising, well, literally, I've traveled the entire ecosystem of franchising, from being a franchisor, from being a franchisee rather, of a popular laundry chain before in 1990, then became a franchisor, became a franchise event organizer, then went back to corporate. Now I'm into franchising association and went back to becoming a franchisee. So just like Ma'am Shegivelee, I'm also into that milk tea. But I'm a franchisee, not a franchisor. The reason being, I intended to add to my original business, which is around 28 years old under my brand, the grilled food that we have. So dinagdagan ko, tama si Shegivelee, now milk tea is accepted and it's a stable, it's not that fad of a business, no. So I decided to franchise sa Rublets. Rublets is owned by Miss Joyce Coyu. She's a former president of AFI as well. So in my case, mas madali yung pag-filter on what to franchise. So number one, with milk tea, if you sell it like between 90 to 120 pesos, it's like buying or selling 2 meals already ng rice meal. So ito, it's easier to prepare and easy to sell. Now, it complemented my existing 28-year-old business. So it's okay. Choosing the franchisor, well, siguro nga, I have that relationship already with our association officers, and it was easy for me to pick which one. So si milk tea together with the coffee that we have in our shop. I have different concepts in terms of shop, but only one store is open now. As for other businesses that I have, the reason why I chose it was because, for example, for learning and development, most people are actually asking me since I started this around 20 years ago. Paano ako napunta ng learning and development? Because I'm actually a marketing graduate, but I'm now doing organizational development. So dumaan din ako ng HR. So when I handled HR in 2005, so that was basically 15 years ago, people were kind of surprised. And lately, I was getting to be introduced as, an HR practitioner. So nagtataka yung mga tao, paano ka napunta doon? But then again, I'm involved with people development, so I just call it that way, people development and organizational development. I guess ang aking naging sitwasyon today, my I like doing what I do in terms of training and development, but my passion is teaching, my DNA is food. So I'm into pretty much different worlds. So when I got exposed yesterday, some of my friends actually learned that I was really going out. Medyo napagalitan ako ng mga kaibigan ko. Where are you going out? Kasi most of them, they never really knew I had other forms of business aside from my consulting. So between the different businesses that I have, consider a chair with four legs, right? Or consider a table with four legs. So mas better kung apat yung ano, no? So kaya sinabing serial entrepreneur. Now that the three legs are off, yung table naging one stool bar na lang. But it has to have a strong foundation. And yeah, incidentally, the one that's standing up right now is the oldest. It's the smallest contribution in terms of my income, because largely it's the consulting. But then again, it's the one standing up today. So somehow, my people have something to rely on. And actually, damay na rin yung household ko, no? Because I get to, kumbaga, source our daily food at home. And the rest of my family are actually into employment. So pretty much that puts a balance between the income of my household, because they're still salaried. But my home, my living room was actually transferred literally to a co-working space. So I have to find my space here at home para quiet, no? Otherwise, if I go outside and find another nice background, you'll be hearing three of my family members talking to their workmates in the office. So it's been like a normal, well, not normal. It's work as usual, but it's not normal because seeing them at home, well, it's nice. But then again, you can't actually talk to them. Di mo pwede istorbohin hanggang mamayang gabi. No? And somehow this work from home is more toxic. I've talked to some executives and they tell me, sabi nila, alam mo, mas toxic yata itong work from home kasi nga, kailangan nakikita ka dyan. Diba? So, ako naman, I have the flexibility. I have the flexibility of time. But then again, if, for example, what we're doing today, like webinars, and you get to be either a resource speaker in one webinar, you get to be a participant in the other, you get to be a moderator in the other. So, ganun din. The only thing beautiful here is that, itong biruan ng mga speakers, you only have to take care of your top outfit.
Top out.
Pag nag-outfit ka today, pag nag-pictura, puro yan naka-shorts. Okay.
Maayos yung sa taas, pero naka-boxers or pajamas sa short, sa baba.
Well, it's a lot more comfortable. It makes you a lot more relaxed instead of always being in the corporate type environment. But syempre, this is where you're challenged in terms of how do you adapt to change it.
Yeah.
You're used to being the also corporate coat and tie type individual, and all of a sudden now you're home, and you're basically in your home attire, diba? But there are a lot of pros, there are a lot of cons in these kinds of aspects. But moving on that particular side, let's say for example, for a franchisee, a franchisor like yourself, Shegivelee, what are you feeling right now? I know your things are going up and about in terms of, especially from the business perspective. Shall I continue business? Shall I do this? Shall I still push through with it? now that certain situations are happening. Limited fund is happening too with the government. And if kung sabihin natin sakaling sitwasyon na biglang mailift itong quarantine period natin, syempre may mga tayo, hindi natin masabi na kasi nasa retail business tayo di ba? So if you're in the retail business, in the food business, anybody can come in. You can't just, okay, I'll be scanning you, I'll be checking then your medical records bago ka pumasok sa restaurant or palaging take out, di ba? So how are you going to be how are you going to be looking forward to this end of quarantine and what's going to happen?
Well, actually, ngayon talaga, sobrang hirap kasi kami, we decided to close our store kasi syempre for the sake of our staff and syempre para sa cooperation na rin namin sa government. Itong isip na to. Gustuhin naman namin kasi talaga na mag-open kasi syempre we have a lot of inquiries sa Facebook page namin kung nag-offer ba kami ng deliveries and syempre ngayon, lalo na ngayon, si Food Panda, si Grab, nag-aano sila ng deliveries tama? So, though ngayon, may mga pang siguro kahit pa may mga pang bili pa yung ating mga customers ng kanilang pero syempre, inisip namin yung health ng aming mga staffs, di ba?
Yeah.
What if magkasakit sila, so magpo-close din kami and syempre, gagastos din kami para sa ng aming mga employees. So, decide kami na i-close na muna ngayong isip ko na to. And syempre, para may time din kami ngayon para makapag-isip kung ano pa yung mga dapat naming gawin after nitong isip ko na to, after ng pandemic na to. Kasi kailangan syempre, after nito, makasurvive ka talaga, di ba? Hindi lahat ng mga magbe-business or mga negosyante ngayon or entrepreneur is makakabalik sila after nitong pandemic na to.
Right. So, Sir Eric, from your perspective, what advice would you give individuals din katulad ni Ma'am Shegivelee na nag-start itong COVID outbreak? And doon pala nagsistart pa lang ang negosyo and then biglang ganito na nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng extended quarantine, hindi natin masabi kung ano yung pwede mangyari sa atin in the upcoming months from now. What advice do you give our fellow entrepreneurs?
Well, first and foremost, of course, gaya ni sinabi ni Ms. Shegivelee, ensure the safety of yourself, your family, and your employees. So that's number one. And next, for those who are, kumbaga, pretty much affected, the first thing, actually 4 weeks ago, that was advised to most is that maintain the communication line open, open communication to your employees, to your suppliers, and to other stakeholders of the business, so especially kumbaga kung may network of stores, so if you're a franchisor, you get to say hi to your franchisees, how are they doing, much as everyone is closed. Now 4 weeks after that, concept of fear should have at least subsided. I know last week it gained another wavelength of anxiety just because it was extended. There's a framework that we're following actually from Dr. Carol S. Dweck, a growth mindset within COVID period. So during the first, people were in the fear zone. Everybody was anxious. Everybody was caught surprised. Freedom was limited. Business was closed. Cash is cash is not moving, so everybody had that fear, mindset wise, for those who are not really into this, not prepared. Then second week came out the words business continuity plan. For most corporations, they actually know what this is all about, but for most MSMEs, it's something new to them. So somehow, how do you come up with a continuity plan wherein what we know is just to operate our stores day in, day out, Then on the third week, we were saying, use this time to tool yourself and your employees. When you say tool, there are a lot of webinars like this being
Yeah.
digitally aired, and everything is free. So that's why, for example, I myself, after taking care of my store, when I get home, in fact, while driving pa lang, naka-online na, no? So I've been monitoring everyone and absorbing as much lessons from most.
Yeah.
After our session, I'll be signing on into an international webinar, of which sa akin kasi learning never stops eh. So tapos na yung fear zone, nandun na tayo sa learning zone. No? So the learning zone should allow us to put aside the fear and absorb what we can. It's either through the webinars, or if some people have
Mhm.
libraries of books at home that you've never actually started to
Read.
read, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, ako, guilty ako dyan. Nung nagkaroon ng malaking book sale 2018 yata yun, or basta 1 year ago,
Eh,
doon sa World Trade Center,
sa
nakigulo
Big
pa
Yung
Bad
Big
tayo
Wolf.
Bad
doon,
Wolf
di ba?
po ba yan?
Yeah, Big Bad Wolf.
Yes. Only
Oo.
to find out, after 1 year, wala pa pala ako nabuksan doon dahil sa sobrang busy ng face-to-face. So now I have the time to read, no? So read,
Correct.
learn. So learning zone. Then the next is where should this bring us, no? Uh, one mentor in the International Coaching Federation said there's actually no bouncing back. What we should
Yeah.
be using actually is bouncing forward, because literally
Correct.
she described it. When you bounce back, you just wanted to come back to where you were before the COVID started.
Mm-mm.
Now the COVID
Mhm.
period should allow you to evolve and transform. So those are challenging words. As far as for most of us who are at home, no.
True.
Paglabas mo dito sa ECQ, who are you already, no? Has something
Mhm.
changed? Yes, so this is the exact framework from Carol S. Dweck, the growth mindset, no, the
Wow.
psychologist, and actually she's also one of our resource persons at Genos International in Australia. So go pass through fear zone, then the learning zone, then supposedly you should be able to make yourself stable, even though we are now realizing that it's not gonna end by April 30. So ayoko magsalita nung parang nananakot ako. Pero it's something that is kumbaga becoming a reality day in, day out, no, for us in the Philippines. So in the growth zone, you're able to discover new things that wasn't there before in you, and be able to display it to the people around you. So immediately, especially for owners and leaders, no, uh, when you learn something new,
Yeah.
you don't make it stay with you. You share it with your teams, so you're able to bring them up to the same mindset as yours. No? So, mayroon ako narinig sa isang speaker, sabi niya, bigyan mo ng extra challenge yung mga team members mo who are
Mm.
working from home. Either they can develop a
Yeah.
new skill, either a
Yeah.
skill of
Mhm.
cooking, playing musical instruments, or working on a new proposal for the company. So may mga ganon, or even for entrepreneurs like us, probably think of a new product development for your existing
Yes.
business, or for most, they're actually challenging themselves to pivot. When I say pivot, iikot ng 720 degree. For some, like the big companies, there's a toothpaste company who's now actually producing alcohol. There's a
Mhm.
brandy company, brandy alcohol, alcohol drink, brandy, no? So, ang ginawa niya, yung part ng manufacturing niya, in-evolve niya to a alcohol company. I'm talking about the Emperador and Fundador group of
Yeah. Yeah.
Amistad. The toothpaste is actually si Don Cecilio Pedro. So these big guns, these big corporations are capable of pivoting now on the scale of the small and micro. Of course, for food, kung sanay dati ng dine-in, ngayon na encourage na sila mag take out,
Take
mag-deliver.
out.
through the different
Correct.
apps na. So yung mga iba na hindi nag-a-app, they get to hire other employees ng ibang sectors na may motor.
Very good.
Mhm.
So nagkakaroon ng job generation even while this COVID is existing. Okay. Now, the outcome after this is most people are asking me, most entrepreneurs are really asking, magbabawas ako ng tao, how do I do it? So my advice is, hanggat maaari sana, we can support our employees. Kung hindi natin sila mariretain, try to find something else that they can do. Or better yet, try to find some of your business network na malamang baka nangangailangan. Ito, no, Ms. Shane, Sir Mark, I've said this 4 weeks ago. At the onset of the COVID, when entrepreneurs' business are closed, yung supply chain, like the logistics people, sila actually yung walang tulog. And their problem today is due to lack of manpower, hindi dahil ayaw pumasok o hindi makapasok, pero dahil pagod na. So, ngayon, I made a recommendation to other industries na yung mga tao niyong walang trabaho, kung may makakonek kayo ng mga logistics company, they can do the packing, they can do the boxing, and they can actually, some of them can drive, some can be pahinantes. Try to connect with the logistics firm because the supply chain industry is the one that's sustaining everyone today aside from our frontliners in the medical field. Ito yung delivery, no? That's why early in the morning when I get to go to the market, earlier this morning, ang kasabay ko sa kalsada was actually around 10 big trucks. So sabi mo, wala naman truck ban, di ba? So talagang, sila, buhos yung effort ng logistics and supply chain industry to ensure that number one, everybody has food on the table. No? Sabi nga natin, pretty much essentials are the only ones moving today. And the non-essentials will actually have, the more challenging time when everything reopens, especially nasa mall retail na non-essential. Kanina nabanggit ni Ms. Shegivelee na she's into fashion. So I was talking to a fashion entrepreneur and / food entrepreneur 2 days ago. She was actually crying because, she has around 50 stores and everything's closed. So what she did was initially to donate some of her food stocks to food inventory to her employees, and the others get donated to the medical frontliners. But now, after 1 month, her scare is, where do I get money to pay my 800 people? So somehow, I was really groping for answers to comfort her. But then again, I've always, and other speakers have said this before, this thing will pass. Humanity has passed through this. I think this is now X number of times every 100 years, no? So yung word resiliency, itong naka-flash sa ating screen, this is actually my lecture a week ago about resiliency. So yung katatagan ng loob, mahirap man hanapin at kunin. Kanina minimension ni Sir Mark, as leaders, how should we dispose ourselves, no? Professor J. Bernardo said yesterday, minsan kahit ikaw wala ka ng sagot, pero huwag mong pakitang wala kang sagot. Huwag mong pakitang wala ka rin kumpiyansa. That's the harder part for leaders is not it's okay to show vulnerability when you yourself also is nahihirapan. Pero kasi kung alam mong maraming nag-aasa ng thoughts mo, hindi mo muna maipakita yung emotion mo eh. Kasi otherwise, everyone who's looking up to you will also be disheartened. So for leaders of company, leaders of enterprises and corporations, that's actually one of the challenges that they bear today. Kahit yung mga nag-work from home. Because remember, if they're big companies, they're very much accustomed to all the resources nila sa opisina. Isang hakbang lang nila, nandyan yung tao, nandyan lahat, di ba? Ngayon, wala na yun eh. So, mag-rely ka na lang sa maayos na platform, gaya nito, and malakas na internet. And kaya nga nagiging toxic ang work from home because for most who are actually into that control zone, They cannot do that anymore. At least while this COVID, actually people are asking me, what's the new normal? Actually, the normal today that we only know is this normal from March 16 to today.
Yes.
Yun lang alam
Yeah.
natin. What after this COVID, it's anybody's ball game. Sabi nga nila, everything that we're doing today may probably become a norm after. Pero question
Correct.
is, the A and B people will have money to buy alcohol every time, but the CDE people will buy food instead of alcohol,
True,
right?
true,
So
true.
yung new normal will be different with the different social classes. Iba yung
Correct,
normal
correct.
nitong nasa taas, iba yung normal nung nasa baba. The challenge is how do we now reorganize everything to make the people uh, to assure the people that number one, it is safe
Mm.
economy. Ngayon, ang tawag natin dito, si Mr. Jos Ortega of Habas coined the word quarantine economy.
Quarantine.
No? So, yeah, quarantine economy is all about survival. It's all
Yeah.
about those who are into the essentials stepping up the plate. And there are some entrepreneurs, incidentally, I've guested some, two entrepreneurs na talaga namang who took the opportunity to do other business, and they're doing good money. Now, uh, after the quarantine economy, there should be the concept of safe economy. What's safe economy? Dahil natatakot yung mga may restaurant. Ito, gaya namin ni Miss Shegivelee, wala kaming, ako, bukas, pero wala akong sit down, di ba? Tanggal lahat ng lamesa. So, sabi nila, pagkatapos nito, ang restaurants daw baka, sitting apart. But actually, we don't know that, no? Now, obviously, those into the entertainment, like cinema, hindi natin alam gaano kabilis babalik ang mga manonood after this. So, there has to be that sense of security in terms of safety na okay lang gumala sa labas. Okay lang to visit your family and friends and to gather again. Because not unless ma-revive yung to gather again, the economy will still be very, very challenged. Then after that, safe economy would be the growth economy already. So some experts are saying this, not me, that it's going to be probably happening next year, 2021. So medyo,
Yeah, yeah.
ano siya, yun, our mode after 1 month, hindi na lang tayo survival. It's retooling
Totoo.
ourselves already. No? Para pagkatapos nito, ano ka na, ready ka to do battle again.
Yeah, that's Sir Eric, you mentioned may isa pa po kayong business that is up and running. So how do you minimize po the risks of your staff po? Or kahit po kayo mismo, how do you minimize the risks po of parang contracting COVID-19 if ever?
Well, health-wise, gaya na sinabi kanina ni Ms. Shegivelee, that's the priority for everyone. For me, during the first week, I myself actually was scared because I was feeling differently. And to that extent, my family has reported me to the community clinic already, and they got to call me. Sabi ko, wag niyo muna ako sunduin. I guess this is another illness of mine. So akala nila PUM na ako, mapuntang PUI. But even my staff were afraid na, sir, wag muna kayong pumunta rito, kami na lang. Dahil mukhang masama itsura mo eh. But I knew I had different illnesses I have different concerns, no? That's why I took the necessary measures to regain my stamina again on the second week. So when I said earlier that I'm going out every other day in mornings, I only drive, and my stop is at the third row. So magkalayo kami. I'm wearing everything as far as gloves, mask, and even eye protection and hair protection. Pero hindi naman ako naka-PPE suit. Then my staff, when she gets to ride and go out and ride, well, talagang todo ng alcohol, no. My staff in the stores, actually no customers are allowed to go in, granting that most of our customers are coming from the across condominium, of which 90% are foreign or Chinese customers eh. So talagang yung physical distancing is very much implemented. My staff are mandated to wash their hands every
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Every
You know,
30
as in
minutes.
wash
Wow.
every 30 minutes talaga. May check, may ano kaming monitoring doon. Alam ko pwede naman lang dayain yun eh. Pero I said yesterday, you know, it's really useless for us to open when someone gets ill. So, you know that we're doing this for you, because
Yes.
otherwise
Yes.
we'll just be like the rest. We'll be groping where to get your respective salaries. And tomorrow is their payday, and they're pretty much motivated to do it. And of course, bago ko naman yan binuksan or hindi ko sinara, tinanong ko muna sila. But since they're actually living just, one street away, so the three remaining, the three are absent. My supervisor is pregnant, about to give birth this 2 weeks from now. Two of my staff have children, so they have to stay home. The three that are there are pretty much capable. So they're wearing their protective equipments as well. And as much as possible, sabi ko nga, walang physical contact. So when they receive money, we actually have a small basket. They put in the money in the small basket, and another separate basket is used for the change. So walang bigayan ng kamay, and the money is placed in another container where they get to sanitize it for half a day. Then sa gabi na lang yan kukunin. Tapos before they close, they get to sanitize the baskets and the entire place again. So literally, yung na-save mo sa water and the dishwashing expense, because wala kang dine-in, napunta naman doon sa sanitizing expense. But then again, I said myself, as long as it works for everyone, customers are happy because may nabibilan pa rin sila. And at the same time, the three skeleton, staff, they're okay. So sabi ko, we just have to ensure this, and I get to see them almost every other day and call them almost every 3 hours. So in between all of these webinars that I do, kasi sabi nga kanina, it's important for that leader to be present, no? Even if that presence is only on the phone. Okay, so andun yung peace of mind nila na si sir o si ma'am andyan, hindi tayo pinabayaan. Actually, yung isang staff ko, birthday niya today, no? So, so I apologize, I can't give you any cake or ice cream. Sa wet market, bili ako ng isang bag na sweet corn. Then I went to this lechon manok store, bought 2 lechon manoks, and sabi ko, ito na yung regalo ko, kakainin niyo muna for lunch and even dinner. Sabi niya, boss, okay lang. Sabi niya, salamat, nag-isip ka pa. Kako, kilala niyo naman yung tradition natin when there's staff birthday, we really get to celebrate it. But then again, you have nothing much to buy except the food. So yun, they're happy. I just said this morning, I'll see you again tomorrow. Sabi niya, but we're not going to the palengke. Sabi, hindi tayo mamalengke bukas, boss. Ba't ka pupunta? Pupunta ako dahil akitsi bukas, di ba? So sabi nila, ay salamat.
But this is siguro, this is a good point that Sir Eric is actually saying, that kahit pa paano yung mga simple things are being appreciated, and these are the things that we, with such a busy day that we have, and of course a stressful day given sobrang traffic, you spend so many hours traveling back and forth, going to business meetings, preparing them for a business meeting, preparing yourself, you forget about the simplicity of life. There's actually a quote that I would like to share from one of my mentors. This is coming from John Maxwell. It's a wonderful quote. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The leader adjusts the sails. And this is the thing, a lot of people are being optimistic that COVID will disappear.
Yeah.
A lot of people too are being pessimistic that COVID won't disappear. But you know, an organization is as strong as it is by the leader who runs the organization, and he has to adjust.
Yeah.
Regardless if sabihin natin mawala na si COVID, I know what, kung nandyan pa rin ang COVID, kailangan natin din alamin kung paano natin papatakbuhin yung negosyo natin. It doesn't end here. Eh. You know, we have experienced so much things in this world today. From especially in the last century, you had 2 wars that happened. There were so many other upheavals in this century. There were terrorism. There were so many issues that were happening. This is basically an eye opener and a challenge to us human beings. O kung ano yung dapat at ano yung kaya natin. And this is something where, oo, totoo yung term nila dito pagdating sa negosyo, survival of the fittest. But it's also survival of the smartest din. You might be financially strong, but a lot of businesses internationally are closing down because of the current situation that they're faced with. But these small organizations, and this becomes now a level playing ground. Actually, a friend of mine told me just a couple of days ago, Mark, yung mga malalaking training centers, yung mga malalaking consultancy firms right now, parang ano na kayo eh, you're on the same level na as them eh. You know, with the organizations that we have. Kasi you're no longer limited to going to the client, to providing all these, how do I say, technological gadgets and very expensive solutions where you can now work from home, you can do your presentations from home, you can conduct trainings from home, and people will just be there. You know, they will enroll, they will attend your trainings. It's just a matter of how creative you are and how aggressive you are. So, you know, as a leader, you have to learn how to go with the flow.
Yeah.
You can't change it ng basta-basta. And this is something na talagang hindi natin kontrolado.
Agree. Totally agree.
Agree.
Although,
So, yes, go ahead, Ma'am Shay.
I was wondering though, kasi di ba it's harder ngayon definitely makabenta to put up a business because of this enhanced community quarantine. I wonder kung anong mangyayari with small enterprises or kahit mga medium enterprises. Kasi we're pretty sure na yung mga larger na mga enterprises, they can survive probably for the next few months, di ba? Pero for the ones na start up pa lang, mga small enterprises or medium enterprises, I wonder what will happen to them if this pandemic does go beyond probably this year. Do you think most of them will close down or will be forced to close down?
Well, the sad reality is certainly there will be a number of enterprises, small, medium, or even large, that will be greatly affected to the point of closure. Now, for small businesses, what do we need to do? Mas madali tayong makakapag-desisyon, makakapaggalaw. Okay? Now, there are programs of which the government is trying to implement. When I say trying to implement, it hasn't reached everyone. They've implemented probably portions of the population. Number one is that DOLE program, which some received, some employees have received, some haven't. So we still need to see the total fulfillment of that. And next, there's that amelioration program for the bayanihan, for the marginalized sector. Then they were saying that they are actually kahapon, no? Kaya kanina one executive said to me what he read in the online paper, and he said, may sinabi ang government kahapon, they're earmarking 45 billion pesos for the employees of the medium-sized enterprises to subsidize salaries. So he was actually asking me ano yung steps to get it. And kasi na-mention SSS. Sabi ko, kasi if you read the article highlighted the word proposed. So ito, proposed pa lang. So ang aantayin natin, pag sinabi nilang andyan na ang pera, pumunta na kayo sa sangay ng gobyerno at kunin nyo na para sa inyong kumpanya. So that yet has to come out, no? So what do we do? What do we do hanggat wala ito? Number one, conserve cash, conserve spending, literally maintain spending for food. Of course, you cannot buy anything now. Except for food, water, yun lang. Less, may nagsabi nga, ang mura ng gasolina sa gasolinahan. Wala naman tumatakbong sasakyan. Yung mga nasa essential functions lang, no? So kahit mura siya at 39 pesos ang unleaded, wala namang masyadong tumatakbo. In fact, someone asked me yesterday, how come hindi bumababa ang prices of basic goods in spite bumaba ang gasolina? Di ba ang impression, pag tumaas ang gasolina, some goods have the tendency to go up.
Yeah.
It will not go down, but definitely some are actually raising prices. When I said earlier I bought 2 lechon manoks, I used to buy that 2 lechon manoks below 500 pesos. And this morning, to my surprise, it was around 538.
My
So
God.
I said, wow,
Mahal.
what happened? Bakit
Grabe.
biglang tumaas? Then sabi ng staff ko, hindi, doon nga sa kabila, 580 ang dalawa eh. Meaning
Grabe.
290. Sabi ko, paano nagkaganon? Just a couple of weeks before, I bought two lechon manoks. I will not say the brand, no? Less than 500 pesos. So, alam mo yan, things are getting more difficult whether you're small, medium, or large, no?
But partner, I got to ask you, I got to ask you a question. Di ba, there has been constant talks, unless this is just all air, na nanggagaling sa ating gobyerno, na, they're trying to not allow organizations to increase drastically prices. Diba? Now, kasi this has a domino effect eh. Kasi syempre, kung biglang ganyan kataas, I was actually surprised just about a week ago. Kasi I went to a neighboring barangay, dinala ko yung kotse, nagpagas din ako. Nagulat ako sa Shell, ang presyo ng gasolina was only 38 pesos. Sabi ko, sige, mag-full tank na ako dito kasi ang baba ng presyo. Sayang eh. Diba? Where it normally is 57, 56, and that's Shell. We're not even talking about the lower brands.
Yeah.
But Shell is always a premium and sabi ko, sige, top up mo na yung premium gas niyo kasi ang baba ng presyo. But when it comes to food and then they increase the price drastically, ang apektado dito, yung seat pababa eh. Diba?
Totoo.
Silang kawawa eh.
Now, there's dapat talaga at this time, most traders would adhere to the spirit of bayanihan, and probably if they're scared, kung tutubo ka, yung, alam mo, previous to COVID, I don't know if you've heard the word, modify your greed. Diba?
Yeah. True.
You get to manage your greed if you're that enterprising and maraming opportunities for you. And this is the time really, no? Just like what we're doing today. We're doing a free webinar. And for most, Sir Mark, for most like us who are into this learning and development, it's actually difficult to determine when would be the right time to do a paid seminar. Just because everybody's doing it for free. And
True.
I was talking to some colleagues in the industry. Sabi nga nila, sana hindi naman masyadong ma-misinterpret ng mga viewers na it should be free all the time.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I strongly agree with you, Sir Eric. I know you have to leave in a couple of minutes because you have another activity at 6 o'clock. But I'd also like to share the same sentiment kasi we actually had a seminar for controlling pandemics, which is basically sponsored by PECB. Sir Eric, as a part of appreciation, then we'll be sharing the resources with you so you can also echo it out dun sa organization din nyo. So papadala namin yung mga slides and resources para dyan, para lang makatulong tayo sa atin mga tropang mga entrepreneurs. But I agree, this is free of charge.
Yes.
And pagdating sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon natin dito, tama ka naman. Kailan ba yung tamang panahon na maniningil na tayo? Kasi syempre, that's our source of income. At the same time, people will then always have that kind of anticipation na, uy, dati libre, ngayon biglang pepresyohan na tayo dito. Hindi naman natin kaya bayaran. Kasi there's also that recovery period. Diba? You're right now in the suffering period, and they're going to try to recover financially. They still won't have the money to spend on this. And organizations for sure, kung dati nga ayaw nilang gumastos, ngayon, mas lalong hindi sila gagastos sa, kung sabihin natin, continuous learning program para sa mga kanilang empleyado.
Yeah.
So I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
That's why, the question is, how do we now jumpstart everything? And this is where government should come in for that stimulus package, no? Because larger companies, larger corporations would allot the stimulus package for their own enterprise. Now, for most, actually, there's one congressman who said, meron pang gig economy. Well, probably we can consider ourselves in the gig economy also, no? Pag walang gig, walang income. So, ito, like today, Sir Mark, you've invested with the platform and it costs you something. It may be free for a while, but then again, this platform would later on, make charges to the users.
Very true, sir.
So somehow this is one thing that most Filipinos or viewers have to understand. Now, in the spirit of bayanihan and during COVID, it's okay because we're actually, this is a two-way thing. It's not only us sharing information and being a blessing to others. Having to do this is also a blessing. Yung halimbawa, tayong apat, we're speaking. It's also a blessing because it also allows us to get stimulated and hindi ikaw nawawala yung takot mo, lumalakas yung kumpiyansa mo. So it's a two-way thing for the speakers and the listeners or the viewers, no? So we are blessed to have this type of platform, and yes, sabi nga nila, I actually refused to do this some 2-3 years ago. A friend of mine was actually recording my talk for an hour, and I really had a difficult time. I will have to be honest, to the point that I have to put people at the back of the camera, so much so na kunyari may kausap ako. But right now, I only have 2 ring lights and 1 tripod and 1 phone in front of me, and that's it. We're live. So I have to be used to this.
Well, Sir Eric, I know you have another show that you're going to be doing.
Yes.
For all our viewers, let's support Sir Eric. I'd like to call out din ang O-Learn platform din nila. Subaybayan ninyo. Nako, marami kayong matututunan dun sa kanila, especially for the entrepreneurs out there. It is a very, very useful. I also am a follower of theirs. I also pay very close attention to the topics and learn a lot, especially sa HR-related topics. During the initial time when O-Learn was going public, talagang ang dami ko natutunan, ang dami mga regarding yun sa DOLE. Napakarami kayong matutunan doon. So I would encourage a lot of viewers na sumusuporta sa amin, suportahan niyo rin po yung platform ng ng O-Learn at sila Sir Eric at sa mga businesses nila. So Sir Eric, thank you very much for having joined. As I said, I don't want to extend you. Baka magalit ka sa akin eh.
No, just Eric lang, sir. Okay lang.
So maraming salamat, Shegivelee. We're going to keep you on board muna for a little bit if you're okay with time. The only reason kasi si Sir Eric meron pa siyang isang program na alas 6, so baka kailangan pa mag-prepare si Sir Eric para doon. But once again, Sir Eric, God bless you. Thank you so much for having given us this opportunity.
Yeah.
And you are such a blessing to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Salamat,
much.
Sir Eric.
Take care, everyone. Stay safe and well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye po.
Oh, can I just have a group photo with you guys?
Ayan, group
Of
photo daw
course, of
po.
course.
We'll do a screenshot. 1, 2. I'll just. Okay, I'll just.
Ayun, wonderful. Thank you. Ayun, so going over now, kay Ma'am Shegivelee naman tayo dito. So with regards, and again, maraming salamat kay Sir Eric for having blessed us with his
Oo,
presence
ang
on hashtag.
Totoo,
It's
dami-daming
always an honor
dami.
to have an individual like him on our program. So, on to our next, how they say, guest dito. Kasi kanina pa tahimik si Ma'am Shegivelee.
Hindi, napakinggan ko si Sir Eric kasi since aalis siya ng 6, diba? So, ito na yung opportunity para makinig tayo kay Sir Eric kasi si Sir Eric talaga from AFI nakikita ko na siya
Very true. So ngayon, Ma'am Shegivelee, give us your insights now. Given kasi of course you're into literally kasi yung negosyo ninyo frontlining yan dahil nga food, beverage, and the works. What are your how do I say fears right now? I think this is Shane, one of the items that you wanted to include dun sana natin sa mga question and answer portion dito Unfortunately nga, Eric won't be able to join us on this one dahil nga meron pa siyang schedule for later on. Ano ba yung mga nyo, ma'am? Ano yung mga, kung sabihin natin, greatest fears ninyo sa ngayon in this time of COVID? And with the uncertainty of tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, actually, sa ngayon, pagdating sa business, ang nakakatakot is kung makakabalik ka pa ba. Yun yung, kasi marami akong mga friends na nasa mga small enterprises. Kumbaga madaming, ang tanong nila is paano sila makakabalik pa after nitong COVID, diba? So, and isa pa sa mga tanong, ngayon kasi may mga nagme-message sa akin, ano yung kailangan nila para makasurvive? So, ngayong COVID-19. So ako kasi ang lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila, walang ibang magandang investment ngayon kung hindi yung mag-ingat ka. Kasi once na nag-open ka ng store, tapos hindi ka naman ganun kalaking company, kagaya ng mga like Shegivelee or Macau, Imperial na at least kahit papano, di ba? Pero kung nasa small business ka, hindi pa pwedeng magbubukas ka ng ganun lang kasi kung may mga tao ka, tapos magkakasakit sila, well, automatically, kailangan gagastusan mo yan. Diba? So, ang pinakamagandang investment ngayon is yung mag-ingat ka sa sarili mo. Well, at the same time, yun nga, sabi ni Sir Eric, gamitin mo yung time ngayon na ito para makapag-isip ka kung ano yung pwede mo gawin right after COVID. So, like yung new product or invent ng bago mong flavors, whatever, diba? So, sa ngayon talaga, ang nakakatakot is kung paano ka makakabalik. Pero kung iisipin mo kasi yung paano ka makakabalik na ba? Well, siguro kung meron ka namang, kasi ang pagbe-business, hindi naman yan, kung ano yung capital mo is mag-stick ka na dun diba? So, kailangan meron kang malaki pang reserva para makasurvive ka. So, kung ano man yung meron ka, well, i-reserve mo na ngayon yun para at least right after COVID, yun yung puhunan mo para makapag-continue ka.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, there are a number of different organizations right now, people suffering right now, syempre, owners of companies would have to try to prioritize their own families before they would then prioritize their employees. Second, of course, priority would be then their employees. But then, of course, we have operational expenditure, we have rentals, we have all these things, and these are now becoming greatly affected all around. And it's not, it's a major thing that we should not disregard. As I was saying earlier today, ang hirap, Ma'am Shane, diba? Ngayon, ang mga tao, they're disregarding in a certain way or binabaliwala nila yung ECQ. Dumadami na naman ang mga tao ngayon. I don't know if we can share a picture coming from dito sa screen natin on the traffic that was happening earlier dito sa daan sa may Tomas Morato. But medyo it's disappointing the mistake of one now, or the mistake of these individuals that are so impatient on going out, will then parang binaliwala nila ngayon yung sakripisyo ng mga tao na nagsa-self-quarantine or sumusunod sa atin kung sabihin natin yung utos ngayon ng gobyerno. So parang ano ba talaga ang gusto natin mangyari sa mga susunod na mga linggo na to? Pag na-lift na to at hindi na extend ni Pangulo yung lockdown, at tumaas mas lalo exponentially ang reported cases ng confirmed COVID, it's gonna be, tinan niyo yung ano natin dito. Dati walang kasasakyan-sakyan dyan.
Yeah, probably a
Ngayon,
month ago.
dumadami. And that was a picture taken earlier today.
This morning lang yan.
Oo, this
Grabe,
morning.
no?
Jen, I think, was the one who took the picture of that one, or one of our team members dito sa ano. And it's disappointing. So, kanina nung bumaba ako, nagulat naman ako dun sa may traffic light. Ang dami din na naman mga sasakyan. So, shout out na lang dun sa mga pasaway. Wag naman natin ibaliwala yung sakripisyo din ng mga tao na pinipilit nila na matapos itong lockdown na to. It's really difficult. But then what are your Yes, go ahead, Ma'am Shane.
No, although I don't know, sir, kasi 'di ba supposedly yung ECQ should have ended kung hindi na-extend yesterday. So I think people had the mentality na okay, after a month na I'm going out. Or maybe some of them are not informed, or I don't know.
But
Meron ba kayang chances na ganun?
shouldn't that be then the responsibility of our
Government?
both the military and the police, and of course yung mga barangay officials, na binabawasan din nila itong klaseng di ba, puro mga checkpoint. Alam mo, minsan doon ako nalulungkot magaling tayo bilang Pinoy sa umpisa. But when it comes to the follow through, when it comes to going to nearing the end line, mean to say, patapos na to, di ba? Binabaliwala natin. So everything just evaporates like as if nothing happened, and all the effort was all wasted. That is something that we have to change. Huwag na natin anuhin yan. Huwag na natin, alam mo, kung kailangan magbago na kayo ngayon.
Oo, tsaka kawawa yung mga sumusunod, 'di ba? Like, yun nga, yung mga tao na gusto magsimula para matapos na to kasi marami ding nahihirapan. Pero at the same time, ang dami ding matitigas ang ulo talaga, labas. So, imbis matapos yung lockdown, nag-extend. Diba? So, yun. Ang daming matitigas talaga yung ulo sa Pilipinas. So, hindi nila siguro hindi pa sila ganun kaseryoso dun sa pandemic or dun sa COVID-19 na lumabas sa atin ngayon. Diba?
Kasi yung natin yung what's our head count ngayon, kasi it's past 4 o'clock na, Shane. Anong report ngayon ni DOH with regards to the number of umabot na ba tayo ng 5K? Hit na ba tayo ng 5K number?
May
If it is, my God.
Shane, may comment ba? Magkano? Sige.
Hold on. Okay, so for the meantime, habang naghahanap po ako for the DOH, there is a comment, sabi po ni Ma'am Annie Ohevet Ocha. She says, magkano ba kailangan na puhunan pag nag-start ng small business? Ayun, that's actually a good question.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll leave that to Ma'am Shegivelee muna. Then I'll also add my own personal.
Okay, so magkano ba yung kailangan na puhunan para pag mag-start ka ng business? Well, actually, yun nga, sabi nga namin, ihay muna pala natin si Ma'am Pearl. From Qatar pala si Ma'am Pearl. Ayan, hi, Ma'am Pearl. Opo. So,
keep safe always, ma'am.
Sa business kasi, hindi mo, pagdating sa puhunan, hindi po pwede na kung gaano kalaki. Dapat, yun nga, sabi namin ni Sir Eric kanina, dapat alam mo kung ano yung business na gusto mo or kung passionate ka ba doon sa bagay na yun. So, kung ang puhunan mo, let's say, kagaya sa amin, sa franchising, kung ang puhunan mo is 50,000, wag ka mag-stick sa 50,000. So, dapat from 50,000, meron ka pang nakahanda na 200,000. Siyempre, para ma-sustain mo yung business mo hanggang sa ma-reach mo yung break-even mo. Diba? So, ang nagiging pagkakamali kasi lang ating mga nagbe-business lagi is hindi nila kailangan maintindihan kung ano pa yung business nila. Or all they wanted is yung mabilis na income, yung fast ROI, di ba? Yun. So kung tatanungin ni ma'am kung magkano, siguro alamin niya muna, kung alamin niyo muna Miss Pearl, kung ano ba yung gusto niyo. Kung let's say gusto mo ba sa maliit ka magsisimula, like mga sari-sari store, yun, siguro kaya yung mga 10,000, 15,000. Pero yun nga, ang masasabi ko lang talaga at ma-advise ko is kung gusto mo na talagang mag-business at mag-start ng business, kailangan alamin mo muna kung ano yung gusto mo at pag-aralan mo kung ano yung business na yon. Kung ano yung business na yon. Pag-aralan mo siya kung tingin mo ba tatagal siya, hindi dapat 3 to 4 months, okay ka na, kikita ka na. Dapat ang una mong makita is kung tatagal ba siya sa market ng ganito. Diba? So, pinaka-importante yun kasi kung financial capable ka pa pag mag-business ka.
I'd also like to add to that, apart from yung puhunan na kailangan mo, syempre, kasi wag mong i-expect na agad-agad meron ka ng kita.
Yeah.
Mahirap maging negosyante. Sobrang hirap kasi yung return of investment mo, kaya sabihin natin kumikita yan, nilalabas mo pa rin yan eh. Ginagastos mo sa mga empleyado mo, sakaling nakaka-asenso ka na, sa rental mo, then you're gonna basically reinvest into your organization. Money not necessarily will be coming into your own pocket agad-agad. It will take time. So if you're individuals out there listening that want to become entrepreneurs, money does not come back agad-agad. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Mas madali talaga na maging ano bang pwedeng sabihin dito, senior vice president or AVP or how do you say, a manager in an organization, and you get basically all the benefits. You get health benefits. You're working for a stable company. You're getting a regular 15, 30 na salary. But as an entrepreneur, you don't get that kind of benefit. You will be spending and spending and spending. But when you go into the business, you want to do something that you're passionate with.
Yes.
Kasi it's pointless to go into a business na hindi mo naman hilig yan. You're just gonna feel like it's a regular paid job and you're not even getting paid for it in return. I have not experienced a salary from my organization for a while because whatever I get, I reinvest into the company. Kasi ito yung puhunan ko for the future. This is something that we try to keep on building up, and it's like a kung sabihin natin a Lego game. You keep building and building and putting all these pieces together until you have that success. And for an entrepreneur, there's no such thing as success. You always want more.
Yes.
You want to go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until whatever limit you wanna set to yourself, and it's all up to you. But you love what you do.
Actually, yun yung mga nagiging problema kagaya namin sa mga applicants namin, sa mga franchisee. Kasi Filipinos are more incised on how fast, 'di ba? Kung how fast yung the return yung return of investments nila. So sinasabi namin sa kanila, pag-aralan niyo muna yung business, 'di ba? Kailangan yung malaman muna yung product. Kasi number one na pinaka-investment mo dyan is yung pag-aaral. 'Di ba? Yung dapat alam mo. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-business kung wala kang alam. Oo, dun sa business mo. So, pag sinasabi nila, yung isang mga mentor namin from isang businesses din, kagaya kay Abby, sabi, paano mo malalaman kung franchising material ba yung mga yun? So, lagi namin sinasabi, siyempre, talagang dapat financial capable. Pero dapat alam mo din nung franchisee kung ano yung brand na gusto niya. Kasi yung iba, gusto lang kumita sila. So, hindi gano'n. Nakikita ka agad. Kailangan napakahaba ng pasensya mo pag nag-business ka. Kasi pag hindi, 1 to 2 months, wala, susuko ka na. Ayaw mo na close mo na yan. Okay? So, ang dapat matutunan mo, yun nga, mag-training ka, i-train mo yung sarili mo para malaman mo. Kailangan talaga lahat ng nung time na may bibigay mo kasi let's say you're a regular employee, may trabaho ka 8 hours. Pag nag-business ka, hindi yun kagaya ng sumasahod ka pa rin, di ba? 7 days, right? After ng 7 days, 15:30, meron kang matatanggap na salary.
Salary.
So, pag nag-business ka, ibang-iba na siya. Ibang-iba na siya. So, kailangan talaga paghirapan mo, talagang kailangan nakafocus ka dun sa business mo. Kasi hindi yun yung masasabi mo na every 15th and 30th of the month, yung salary na matatanggap. Diba? So, ang number one mo dapat invest dyan is yung kaalaman mo, na malaman mo agad yung product at yung gusto mo business. Kasi pag wala kang alam at gusto mo lang kumita, well, talagang magsasara ka kasi kahit gaano kaganda yung product mo, kung hindi mo naman alam kung paano ibenta or paano i-market, hindi ka din magtatagal dun sa...
Totoo. Couldn't agree more. Na if you have to also learn din talaga yung mechanics ng kind of business that you want to go into. Like for example, if you want to dive into parang real estate, you have to study then the market, the location, kung sino ba yung audience mo. Same goes with fashion. Diba, definitely kung your industry is fashion, it's always changing din talaga. Feeling ko one of the fastest industries that change talaga usually it's fashion.
Yes, pero
Kaya
hindi mo naman din fashion yun. Let's say, kagaya ko kasi hindi pa nagtataka sila eh. From model, dance coach, event organizer. So, nagtataka sila bakit pinasok ko yung F&B. So, hindi pala nakakaalam na gusto ko din eh, na gusto ko yung pagluluto or selfies. Kung hindi ka naman dun sa passion na yun, ngayon sabi ko, alamin mo. Kasi diba, sabi nga ni Sir Eric, wala namang masama dun kung hindi yun yung passion mo, pwede kang matuto. Diba? So, pag-aralan mo, kasi kagaya namin, most of my franchisee, ang layo talaga nung profession nila dun sa gusto nilang.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them are government employees. So, sabi ko, bakit gusto nyo to? Kung talagang gusto nyo to, hindi pwedeng maghihintay lang kayo or iaasa nyo dun sa mga crew or sa mga staffs niyo. So, dapat ikaw, as an owner, dapat alam mo din kung paano. Ikaw yung pinaka number one na dapat may alam dun sa store mo. Hindi, walang kahit sino. Ikaw lang. I mean, syempre, given naman yung mga employees. Pero, syempre, guidance naman yan ni franchisor. Pero, syempre dapat, as a franchisee, hands-on ka talaga dun sa business.
Totoo. I've also heard people talking, actually, some of my friends who want to dive into business. Parang they told me na one of the best things to parang invest in or parang one of the best na mga industry to go in kapag when you're talking about franchising is yung mga, yung mga convenience store like Ministop or 7-Eleven. Kasi definitely, parang it's always there eh. Madaming tao bumibili araw-araw, especially if parang commercial building siya ba. Like, yung building na meron doon is puro mga employees or may mga offices. Although I think it's mahal na ata.
Oh yes, mahal na. Mahal na. I think pinaka lowest is I think mga 800,000 to 1.5 million.
Wow.
Yun yung pinaka Pero yun nga, ang mga nagmaangat kasi ngayon sa market is kagaya ng yun nga, F&B, tapos yung mga salon, ayan yung mga nag-aano ngayon eh, yung mga spa, yan yung medyo angat ngayon sa market kasi ang tao ngayon, syempre, health conscious na, especially after COVID, tingin ko yung mga tao talagang sobrang health conscious na sila, di ba?
Totoo.
So, yun yung magandang nakikita ngayon ng mga business owner na after nitong COVID, ano pa yung mga may isip mo na po pwede mong i-business. Siyempre ngayon, sana naman yung mga tao na kailangan ang tawag nito, healthy. Kumbaga, maayos yung pangangatawan or katawan para hindi katablan agad-agad yung virus, di ba? Kasi kapag sobrang weak ka, mas madali kang tablan ng virus eh, di ba? So, ngayon,
mahina yung resistensya.
Oo. pag after nito, mag-boom yung ating mga nasa F&B business, lalo na yung mga mahilig sa mga healthy foods, di ba? So sila ngayon yung tingin ko sa
Yeah, I agree. Especially with regards to being more health conscious, that's for sure. Alam mo, medyo nakakatuwa yung mga TikTok ngayon na lumalabas na nagte-trending ngayon sa Facebook
Mm-mm.
nag-bench press ka and stuff, just to lighten the atmosphere. But yes, they are becoming pretty much health conscious. Ikaw, Shegivelee, nag-ano ka na ba? Nagti-TikTok ka na ba?
Actually, last year ba? Isa ako sa mga TikTok influencer. So, dati kasi nagbabayad talaga siya dun sa mga tao para mag-join sa TikTok. So, dahil nag-boom na nga si TikTok, hindi na ganun.
Hindi na kailangan ng
Hindi na kailangan. Yung mga sino na yung mga kanilang dating influencer, yun na talaga. So, kagandahan naman kay TikTok ngayon is naaliw yung mga tao.
Totoo.
So, stress, talagang happy lang, good vibes lang. Kasi, kung na-scroll ka ngayon sa Facebook, lahat puro negative vibes, puro political ads. So, yun, yung kagandahan naman kay TikTok ngayon. At saka ngayon, pwede kang mag-market kay TikTok pwede mong ilagay yung business kung ano man. Yun, wala pa.
Totoo, for free. Kasi big market din yung TikTok actually. Sa mga, For You page, di ba? Meron silang For You page.
For You page. Updated yata si Michelle.
Ay, mga konting TikTok lang naman. Hindi naman ganun kadalas. Charot. Usually nanonood lang po.
Kala ko may TikTok account pero Michelle
Meron, pero nanonood lang po. Actually, if I may, papakita ko po yung favorite TikTok ko, which naging favorite na din po ni Ma'am Jen. Favorite namin kinakanta nun, LSS na actually kami dito.
Kailan ba dapat ang gawin natin is yung TikTok na para dun sa mga frontliners Ano ba yan?
Wait, sir, this is funny. I love any wisa-wisa. Ito, I will play, ha?
Seryoso?
Yeah.
My childhood friend, wisa. I don't my, hold up. You could have got right with me, but keep on one more time.
Ayun.
Okay.
Kasi
I'm not
it's
going to say
funny
anything bad. Otherwise, I know if I say anything bad, I know I'm going to get bashed for that one though. But
yeah.
Sure, it's funny kaya.
Dapat i-challenge natin din si Serene at si Sir Fred din, di ba?
Dapat tatlo kayo, sir.
Pwede rin ba si Ismael?
No. Ang dami ko ng mga TikTok videos Dapat ikaw. Kasi for sure may nag-aabang sa'yo, Sir Mark.
May progression yan Pag si Ismael, then si Rene, then si Fred, then ako na. Pag dumanas kanilang lahat, sige, papayag na ako, gaganon din ako.
Kilala niyo po ba si Ismael, ma'am?
Natangon na.
Andyan ba?
Andito po, technical producer ko po.
Ang behind the screens natin.
Tara! Hello po.
Ayun.
So, para Sir Mark na talaga.
Dapat si Sir Mark talaga
Boy, I'm not gonna be innovative. I'm not gonna lead into that muna. I'll be led, but I'm not gonna lead to that. So there has to be somebody to initiate it. Anyway, so I got some things that I'm gonna be, I got another activity that I'm gonna be pushing on. I might be dropping off in a bit. Shegivelee, thank you so much. I'll leave you and Shane together with regards to certain items that I think that you guys need to probably further expand on or talk about. Che, maraming salamat sa tanggap mo sa aming invitasyon sa #Philippines. And we hope to see you more with regards to our broadcast and activities.
Mhm.
And God bless. Thank you very much, then, Ma'am She.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so I'll be signing out, guys. Have a
Bye,
good night,
ma'am.
everybody. Stay safe and
Bye,
God
Sir
bless.
Mark.
Thank you.
Ayun. So, ma'am, may pa-follow up question po, ma'am, ata si Ma'am Annie. She says, halimbawa, pag na-meet mo na man yung ROI ng business, pwede ka na ba agad-agad mag-jump ng another business or mag-open ulit ng panibagong franchise? Ayun. Or
Actually, pag na-meet up mo na yung return of
return of
investment,
investment. Oo.
yeah. Yung return of investment mo, well, it's up to you. Pero business-wise, I don't think na kailangan mo agad-agad na
Mm-mm.
mag-jump into another business. Kasi kagaya ngayon, may mga business na within 3 months na ma-reach mo na yung yung return of investment mo eh. So after ba nung 3 months na yon, gusto mo na agad ng iba, 'di ba?
True.
Hindi ka agad makakapag-focus doon sa
Mm-mm.
business na meron ka kasi kumbaga ma-overwhelm ka sa na okay kumita na ako so iba naman. 'Di ba? So
Mm-mm.
siguro patagalin mo muna ng kaunti, alamin mo pa ng alamin kasi minsan kapag masyado tayong para tayong na-excite masyado, nagkakamali ka eh, 'di ba? So,
Mm-mm.
hindi naman masama, sabi nga nila, hindi masamang magkamali lagi. Pero, ako, ang may advice ko lang is, siguro, mas kilalanin mo pa muna yung business mo. Diba? Hanggang sa tingin mo, okay na, ready ka na ulit, ready ka na. Well, siguro, that was the time na pwede ka na ulit tayo ng iba.
Totoo. I've also had a financial planning video cast here last week po, ma'am. Yung payo niya po, ma'am, for those people who are having parang thoughts on diving into businesses, sinasabi niya is to make sure that not to put all your uh, parang kumbaga not to
Your
put all
eggs in
your
one basket, yes.
eggs in one basket. Ayun. Narinig ako.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
I agree on that. Tama yon. Kasi ako nga, naka-experience na ako niyan eh. This past few months, sobrang, siguro yung mga na-encounter namin, laging sinasabi na hindi na po kami, paano po yun, hindi na po kami makakapagpakuha ng stocks kasi naibigay na po namin yung lahat ng pera namin sa pagpa-franchise. O, lagi namin sinasabi, kung ganun yung mentality mo, hindi ka dapat mag-business. Kasi, yun nga, gaya ng lagi kong sinasabi, hindi dahil nag-business ka kung ano yung capital mo, kung ano yung masasabi mo na ipupuhunan, is yun na yun. So, hindi dapat ganun. Dapat meron ka laging nakareserva, hindi mo lagi ilalabas or ibubuhos yung lahat ng pera mo dun sa bagay na yun. Kasi yun yung laging dahilan ng mga tao eh. Parang, sige, may pera ako ngayon. So, kailangan bilhin ko na to or bayaran ko na to. So, hindi dapat yan.
I
Kasi pag
see.
ginawa mo yon automatic talagang wala, matatalo ka.
Mm-mm. There are also people po, ma'am, like one of our guests here before, yung sa What's the Flan. Do you know yung What's the Flan, ma'am? Parang it's a dessert shop na parang ang dami-dami niya, like Ma'am Princess, yung owner po. She has 70 flavors po ng mga mga desserts niya. No, lahat po yun may leche flan. So, I think I also agree with what you said, ma'am, na kailangan na madami ka pang pwedeng pag-aralan within that business at madami ka pa din na i-innovate sa business na yon, di ba? So, hindi ibig sabihin na if you're doing, for example, dire-diretso na 3 months na you're doing good, na agad-agad, you will jump agad to another business. Parang you have to test the waters pa rin.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes, oo. Tsaka lagi nga, sabi nga namin, lagi yung tingnan kung paano kayo magtatagal dun sa pagdadaan. Hindi yung iniisip mo lang lagi is mabilis na return of investment mo. Kasi yun yung pinakamali, di ba?
Totoo.
Pinakamali na gagawin mo sa paglalagay ng business.
Totoo po, ma'am. Well, anyway po, ma'am, what have you been doing this ECQ po, ma'am? Ano po bang reaction niyo nung nag-declare po sila ng extension for the ECQ? Kasi if ever hindi sila nag-extend, we're probably out right now.
Well, nung sinabi kasi na ECQ, actually, lockdown na yung na namin, ay nabalitaan. So, sabi namin, teka, kawawa yung mga employee na. O kasi yung kung ano yung magiging maganda sa mga
Hello, ma'am? I think there was a connection problem. Ayun, so let's read some comments muna ngayon. So sabi po ni Sir Rene de la Cruz, he said, "Hi, Shegivelee and Michelle. Good evening to everyone." Good evening po, Sir Rene. We miss you here on our video cast. So if you can, samahan niyo na po ako dito. No, anyway, guys, I'll show you a picture kanina of Philippine Star. A video ng Philippine Star. Kasi, di ba, earlier, we were talking about yung mga medyo bumabalik na ulit yung mga people on the streets and they're actually parang nagiging matigas na ulit yung ulo nila. Nagsisilabasan na ulit sila. Well, anyway, there is a video from Philippine Star. Let me just share it with you guys. Ayun. So, ayun guys. If you guys could have seen, it was already heavy traffic na bumabalik na agad yung heavy traffic there in the South Luzon Expressway. So, it's kind of like triggering a little bit of panic, di ba? Kasi since we're still on lockdown and people out there not even practicing social distancing, kaya medyo nakakakaba ng slight kasi parang, guys, why are you out, di ba? Kasi when you want to flatten the curve, most likely, dapat talaga you have to stay inside, di ba? And then you have to also parang observe social distancing. Kasi what we've seen kanina, it's definitely not that, di ba? So anyway, guys, I think we have Ma'am Shegivelee back. Ayun. Hello, ma'am.
Sorry, nawala. Oo.
It's okay lang po. Anyway, ma'am, I don't know if you've seen kanina yung video, pero kanina may traffic na po ulit sa South Luzon Expressway. May video po kanina yung Philippine Star. So, it's a bit scary lang kasi bumabalik na ulit yung mga tao on the streets.
Yes, oo. So, well, hopefully sana hindi pa extend yung lockdown after April 30, no? Kasi sa nakikita natin ngayon, mas nadadagdagan yung mga positive case ngayon. So, kasi kung tumagal pa to, let's say, yun nga sabi nila, abutin pa ng 6 months or ano, well, hindi natin alam kung ano yung magiging impact nito, syempre, sa mga sa SME natin.
Totoo, ma'am. As well as, I think I already have the DOH po dito na, ayun, yung numbers po ng DOH. So right now po, pumatak na po talaga tayo ng 5,223.
So, 5,223 na pala, no?
As of 2 hours lang po to. So every day po kasi yung DOH nagre-release ng count every 4 p.m.
So actually, may Viber group nga din sila eh.
Actually, oo. Nag-join din po ako. Same with Telegram, ganun. So I think that's one of the big help din, diba, of social media for us. Kasi
yes.
It's not only anymore for parang just normal chat groups, pero at least they're maximizing kung ano yung pinaka well-used na mga chat groups here in the Philippines to announce yung mga ganito.
Mm. At saka, yun nga, dahil hindi naman tayo nakakapag-mass testing ngayon, so sana makipag-cooperate yung mga tao na lang sa ating government na to
Totoo.
please stay home kasi yun yung pinakamaganda nating gagawin ngayon. Di ba? Kasi hindi naman naging handa talaga ang lahat. Actually, hindi lang naman ang Philippines yan eh. Di ba? Kung iba't ibang bansa sa dumating na pandemic ngayon. So, para hindi na tayo umabot doon sa kagaya ng nangyari sa Italy, which is, di ba, for sure, hindi naman natin kakayanin yung ganong kalala at kadaming mga pasyente, di ba? So, sumunod na lang tayo. And for sure
Totoo.
naman, hindi naman tayo pababayaan ng ating government when it comes sa ating tawag ito, yung nagbibigay naman sila ng relief goods sa mga pangangailangan natin, di ba? So, sumunod na lang tayo kasi para din naman sa ating lahat to, pag tumagal to, tayo din ang mahihirapan. So, pagka natapos agad to, makakabalik ulit tayo sa mga dati nating ginagawa.
Ayun.
Sa mga trabaho natin. Actually,
Totoo.
Shino, ang aming mga employee nga ngayon, syempre nasa bahay lang sila, some of them are work from home. So, ang inaano namin sa kanila, magbigay kami nung at least half nung kanilang salary para ngayong April, para din syempre makatulong kami sa kanila, you know, financial support para na rin meron silang panggastos, yun nga sinasabi namin, this money is not for happy spending. Of course, this is for the crisis, syempre. So, kailangan talaga i-budget nila to wisely. Diba? Kumbaga gastusin nila to ng wisely talaga. Kasi pag hindi, at gusto lang nilang gamitin, kasi may nakikita tayo sa news, no? Pagka nakita mo, nag-iinuman, diba? So, diba? Kailangan talaga ngayon makipag-cooperate tayo sa ating government. At the same time, alagaan natin yung sarili natin para din makaiwas tayo sa COVID-19.
Totoo. Ma'am, we have here a comment from Ma'am Tere Bueno. She said, "Good evening, Ms. Shegivelee. Do you conduct seminars or trainings on how SMEs can exploit the benefits of technology ayun, to improve their business in terms of their products and marketing tactics?"
Hi, Ma'am Tere Zenosa. Ayan. But regarding on that, si Sir Eric, sila ang nagko-conduct pagdating dyan. What we're doing is, nagbibigay kami ng training for the aspiring milk tea owners. Yun yung mga gustong mag-business ng budget meals. Yan, yung ating mga milk teas, fruit shakes, ayan, nagko-conduct kami ng training. So, doon kung gusto nila yung mga ganong klaseng business, yun, doon nagbibigay kami ng free training for that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ma'am, how about are you open to have a collaboration po with us with regards to ayun nga po, if possible, we can also give trainings din po and seminars on how SMEs can exploit the benefits of technology. Baka po pwede po nating maging next topic yan with Sir Mark next time.
Yes, kasi yung kay Ma'am Tere, ang niyan si Sir Eric. Sila yung mga expert pagdating doon.
Sa technology. Actually, di ba ngayon it's may mga apps na din po kasi lumalabas in terms of parang pwede din sila magpa-develop ng mga apps, I think. Di ba ngayon may lumalabas yung My Kuya? I don't know if alam niyo po yun, ma'am, yung My Kuya na app.
Hindi.
My Kuya app po kasi it's parang there are specific people po na pwede mong parang utusan para, for example, to go grocery shopping for you or to run errands for you because of this COVID-19. Kaya people are getting more innovative din talaga because of this pandemic.
Oo. Actually, malaking tulong nga yung ating mga rider ngayon, kagaya ng Food Panda, di ba? Actually, kahit yung mga, what you call that, I think parang habal-habal, yun, sila yung mga dating So ngayon, sila yung mga nagdi-deliver din, di ba? Kung may mga gusto kang ipabili, like, for example, gusto mo mag-grocery, di ba? Sila yung bibili, parang ganon. Tapos, ihahatid na lang nila sa'yo. So malaking
Totoo.
bagay talaga 'yun. Malaking bagay ngayon yung mga ating mga rider. Yung nasabi nga nila, isa sila ngayon sa mga
Mga frontliners.
yes, oo, ang laking tulong nila, especially dun sa mga nag-o-open pa na business na
Mm-mm.
o, 'di ba? For
Totoo.
deliveries. So malaking bagay sila.
Kayo, ma'am, do you think you'll be open for deliveries soon? If ever po
Yes,
na
yes.
mag-extend itong lockdown.
Okay, pag nag-extend, siguro yun, pag-isipan pa namin yun. Kasi ang inaano nga namin lagi is yung safety muna ng aming mga
Definitely,
staffs.
oo.
Oo, kasi dito sa Marikina nga, nasa 50, mahigit na yung
Oh, that's a lot.
mga positive. So, hindi biro yun, di ba? Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung saan nagpunta yung mga 50 na yon, kung saan sila galing. And, syempre, yung mga asymptomatic, di ba? So, yun yung sabi nga ngayon, may nilabas ang DOH mas marami yung asymptomatic kesa doon sa
So, nag-inhibit ng symptoms.
yes, oo. So,
That's a bit scary. Oo.
oo. Kaya siguro ngayon, sabi ko nga kanina, ang pinakamagandang investment ngayon is yung mag-iingat ka. Para, di ba, sabi nga ni Sir Ramon Ang, di ba, ang mas importante yung life ngayon kesa dun sa money or dun sa profit na gusto ng mga business owner.
Well, for as of right now, ma'am, magde-deliver kayo kung if ever hindi nga po ma-extend. Or di ba kasi kanina, ma'am, di ba, pwede din po tayong parang mag-risk analysis kung paano po natin na ma-avoid yung contamination. Like yung sinabi ni Sir Eric kanina na ginawa niya sa business niya na
Yes, yes.
na separate daw po pala yung mga bills and coins tapos sinasanitize pa nila yun afterwards.
Yes. Oo.
Diba?
Actually, yun naman talaga yung dapat kasi yun yung mga dapat talaga kahit nga sabihin mo na nag-grocery ka, kailangan di-disinfect mo lahat ng mga pinamili mo di ba?
Actually,
so,
pupunasan mo
kami,
ng
kung sakaling magtutuloy pa to, siguro pa pwede namin gawin yun. But the question is, may pambili pa ba yung mga tao right after nitong April 30?
Yun
diba?
lang.
Kasi ngayon pa lang, nahihirapan na sila So, kung ma-extend ba to, diba? Kasi April 30 ngayon So, pag na-extend ba to, may mga bibili pa ba? Diba? Siyempre, mas gugustuhin nila na magluto sa bahay. Ganon. Tapos, yun nga, medyo risky kasi yun Especially kung ang mga staffs mo is malayo. Diba? Not unless, siguro, dun meron silang, may staff house kami for them. Pero, kung magbubukas ka kasi, I don't think na magandang gawin yun ngayon. Diba? Kasi parang may encourage mo din yung iba na lumabas. Diba? Especially kasi yung hindi naman lahat, hindi lahat may pera pa. Yung iba naman, meron. Diba? Paano kung yung iba na yun may mga pambili? So, lalabas at lalabas sila. Diba? Kawawa naman yung mga tao na sumusunod na magstay lang sa bahay.
Oh, we have here a comment, ma'am, from Sir Rene de la Cruz. Ayun, yung comment niya, Miss Shegivelee dapat po to. Miss Shegivelee, a very unique name with all due respect. Care to share how you got this if you don't mind? Thank you.
Wow! Nakakatawa naman si Sir Rene.
Do I post your full name po ba, ma'am?
Okay lang. Okay. Shegivelee kasi, bigay sa akin yun nung aking mama. Okay? So, nung mom ko, actually, hindi talaga yan yung pangalan ko. So, may mom is, kasi, Islam. So, pero ako hindi. Siyempre, ang dad ko is Christian. So, ang name ko talaga is Eliza. So, from Eliza, ako ng Shegivelee. So, ayan talaga yung aking name. Hindi ko nga rin alam kung bakit Shegivelee. So, yung mga taong close sa akin, Lee yung tawag sa akin. Hindi talaga yung aking name. Oo. Tapos, yung iba naman, Actually, kaya hindi ko alam kasi yung kagaya nung fiancé ko, yung family niya, siya yung tawag sa akin. Pero hindi talaga siya she talaga. Yun. Yun yung binigay sa akin na name. Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit.
Ma'am, what about the Vivo?
Vivo kasi nickname ko yon sa dance community and sa modeling. Yun yung talagang doon ako nakilala. Vivo.
Oh, see, okay. So,
So, dinugtong ko na lang siya dyan. Pero hindi talaga, walang bibo sa aking real name. Shegivelee. Yan.
Shegivelee. So, do you, even in college, binibitbit niyo na po ba yung Shegivelee, ma'am? Or yung
Nung college, oo. Kasi, kailangan naming, sa religion kasi, may mga differences eh. So, yun. Kilala na ako dyan as Shegivelee. Pero Lee lang talaga. Kahit yung mga teachers ko, Lee lang yung tawag sa akin.
That's so cute.
Kasi nahihirapan silang banggitan eh. Minsan nga, nag-order ako sa Starbucks. So, Shegive yung nilagay ko doon. Hindi ko alam, ang nilagay natin nila, Shegives. Parang Shigels, parang ganun. Kaya sabi ko, nahirap yung mga tao. So, ginagawa ko, just parang to make it short, she na lang, or sometimes Lee, yun na yung ginagawa ko. Kasi ang nahihirapan silang banggitin. Actually, bihira yung mga nakakabigkas ng tama.
Totoo. I mean, even my name
naman si Sir
naman.
Rene at natanong niya yun.
Totoo. Even ako din po, ma'am, actually, there are a lot of people, parang when you order at Starbucks or kahit sa mga milk tea shops, even if I tell them my name is Shane, as in, di ba, parang Shane is a bit common, it's a bit of a common name naman, di ba? So, whenever na ako kukuha ako ng mga drinks ko, it always baffles me kasi yung nangyayari is either Shin, Chin, or Shen. Hindi ko din alam kung saan nanggagaling kasi parang, is it my pronunciation? Shin.
Oo, kaya nga sabi ko, siguro yung sa name ko, pag Shegivelee, tapos may babasahin, tinatamad na silang basahin. Kaya, si Miss, ano ba yun? Ma'am, gagana, because she na lang po. Kasi parang nagda-doubt sila kung baka magkamali sila nung pronounce.
Oh, it's a bit scary.
Yun.
Kasi di ba, one of my professors before in college, she really wanted to make sure that she pronounced everyone's name correctly. Kasi sabi niya parang how people receive it kasi when their names are read wrong or said wrong is parang minumura sila. Parang ganun yung same na same na reception daw na parang ouch, parang ganun. I don't know, do you also feel that way if people parang mispronounce your name or
minsan kasi may pinakamalala talaga ako experience diyan. Pero parang it sounds like shit. So sabi ko, oh my God, sabi ko, okay, paano ko ba to i-handle? So wala, okay lang siguro pag titingnan mo naman kasi nga talaga yung name. Medyo yun nga scary siya kung paano mo sasabihin. Pero naintindihan na lang. At least hindi kagaya ng mga ibang names talaga na yun talaga yung meaning di ba?
Totoo, ma'am. Anyway, ma'am, so for the last question na po, so what are your main takeaways or realizations during this pandemic?
Well, ako, big realization namin is hindi lang as a business owner, kung hindi bilang, tao na kailangan talaga napaka-importante yung may savings ka. Napaka-importante nun na hindi ka basta-basta gumagastos sa mga bagay na hindi naman dapat. 'Di ba? Kasi like ngayon, ang daming taong nagde-demand na wala silang pambili, wala silang panggastos. So, bakit? Kasi hindi mo natutunan na mag-save ng pera, 'di ba? Hindi ka nagkaroon ng ipon para in case of emergency kagaya na itong pandemic na dumating sa atin, 'di ba? So, napaka-swerte ng iba na hindi sila nagkaroon ng mga pasyente na gano'n, wala silang family member na tinamaan ng virus. Pero what if tinamaan ng virus yung isa sa mga family member mo? Ano yung ipanggagastos mo doon? 'Di ba? So, ang mas na-realize namin ngayon is, yun nga, after nito, mas magtrabaho pa kami, yung hard work talaga, magtrabaho pa kami ng maigi para makapag-save kami ng pera. Hindi para sa sarili namin or sa mga material na bagay, kung hindi sa mga, yun nga, sa mga, in case of emergency ko tawagin, kagaya na itong pandemic na to. At saka, syempre, mag-invest ka sa health mo. Kasi, yun nga, kailangan maging health conscious ka na talaga after nito di ba? Kasi
Totoo.
tayo, kung ano lang yung gusto natin kainin, kakainin natin. Hindi mo alam, may sakit ka pala, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang Pilipino pa naman, hindi takot magpa-check up. Di ba?
Totoo.
So, pag nagpa-check up ka na, saka mo malalaman na, ay, diabetic pala ako, ay, high blood pala ako. Di ba? Ayun. Tapos, pagdating naman sa business, ang na-realize lang namin talaga is, kailangan mas mahaba yung pasensya mo.
Totoo.
Diba? Kasi kagaya ngayon, close yung mga business namin. So, kailangan, hindi kami agad sumususuko. Sabi nga ni Sir Eric kanina, pag nakita nung mga tao mo, na ikaw pa lang parang napanghinaan ka na ng loob. Syempre, hindi na rin, kumbaga sila mapanghinaan din sila ng loob, diba?
Totoo.
So, yun. Tsaka, okay din to kasi nagagamit namin to para makapag-isip pa kami ng bago. Yun nga, babalik kami ng mas maayos. Kumbaga, mas may maibibigay kami sa tao na after nitong pandemic na itong mga bago. Diba? So, yun lang. Yun lang ang aming ngayon. Kailangan talaga, at saka isa pa pala, realize namin mas maging mabuti kami sa aming mga employees, sa mga tao namin, sa mga staffs namin. Kasi, ngayon, sobrang na-appreciate namin yung mga tao namin dahil bibigyan namin sila ng financial support, 'di ba? And kumbaga lagi nilang pina-promise, pag open na po tayo, mas mag-work po kami ng maigi, mas pagbubutihin po namin yung work namin, you know. So, parang nakakataba ng puso na
Totoo.
isa pala sa dapat nga talaga is maging mabuti ka dun sa iyong mga employee. Kasi, sabi ko nga, ang lagi kong sinasabi, maraming trabaho, marami kang ma-applyan, malalaki ang sweldo, pero napakahirap humanap ng employer na mabuti yung puso.
Totoo.
Diba?
Right.
So, yun. Yun yung mas na-realize namin, mas maging mabuti dun sa aming mga employee ngayon. Kasi yun yung magiging katuwang namin sa business right after this COVID.
Totoo po. Kasi I really agree with that because one of my mentors before told me that most people who quit don't necessarily quit because of their jobs. They quit because of their bosses. Kasi sometimes it's leadership, diba? And sometimes a job can be what you dream of na sobrang motivated mo pero at the same time kung yung boss mo nakaka-demotivate, that brings you down, diba? Kaya it's very important as well that we lead by example and show we lead by example and then show our followers na you have good values then to impart on them.
Yes, oo. At saka tsaka lagi ako sinasabi ko yun sa mga business owner, especially dun sa mga franchisee na pag mabait ka or mabuti ka sa yung mga staffs, mas panatag yung loob mo na iwan yung store mo. Kasi alam mo na yung mga staff mo, may respect sa'yo.
Yeah.
Oo, may malasakit sa'yo. Yun. Kasi pagka hindi ka okay sa yung mga staffs, hindi yan gaganahan mag-work. Nandun lang sila para mag-antay ng salary, kung kailan yung head off. That's it. Then right after niyan, wala na. Wala silang pakialam dun sa business mo.
Totoo. Totoo po yan, Ma'am Shegivelee. So anyway, Ma'am, thank you so much for guesting for tonight's video po.
Thank you also for having me.
So, ayun. So, Ma'am Shegivelee, I hope to see you soon po. Thank you so much. And then, inaasahan ko po minsan yung collaboration natin with Sir Mark again.
Yes, of course. Sige, Shane. Thank you so much. At saka dun sa ating mga viewers at saka sa mga nagtanong, sana nasagot namin ng maayos yung mga tanong ninyo. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, Ma'am. Bye-bye po. Okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did learn a lot from today's video cast. So definitely a lot on the business side from from Sir Eric and then from Ma'am Shegivelee, diba? So definitely we've also seen a lot of updates kung anong nangyayari na ngayon here in the Philippines with regards to the extended community quarantine natin dito, enhanced and the extended community quarantine natin dito. So, ang dami na nga talagang tao outside. Sometimes wala pa ngang PPE or any protective gear. So, hopefully, iwasan na po natin yon, di ba? as well as for those people who are not necessarily needed talagang lumabas, please stay inside, guys, because we need to work on this together talaga in order for us to help flatten the curve of this pandemic. Ayan, guys. So thank you so much. So we will catch you both. We will catch you guys again tomorrow for another video cast. So bye-bye po.